Alright, it is December 7th, and today I'm finally picking up my Black Friday purchase. See, some of you other guys, you guys are in freer states, so you guys get your guns like the same day you buy them. But me, on the other hand, I have to wait freaking 10 days. I think only one of my friends here on YouTube got a gun on Black Friday. M206. Look at this guy. I think the middle of the road is like a wait lane. But yeah, I think he's the only guy on YouTube who got a gun on Black Friday. He picked his gun up the same day he bought it. That must be nice. But yeah, I'm finally picking mine up. I couldn't pick it up yesterday because I had to work. You know, I had to be at work when the store was opening. So I had to wait one day late. I barely slept last night thinking about my gun. So here we are. Turner's Guns and Tackles. Great store. I mean, some of my friends here on YouTube are fellow Californians, and Turner's is a pretty cool store. So that's where we are right now. There, Turner's. So here's my receipt and my proof of residence. We're ready to go here. New gun time. Alright, so let me go ahead and do this stuff, and I'll go ahead and film more crap. Alright, here's my gun right here. Came in a hard plastic case. Armscor. Don't know if you could see that. And picked up an extra box of ammunition. $17 with the tax, 38 special, like 50 rounds. But yeah, let's get this home and take a look at it. Alright, new member of the family has finally arrived. Armscor Precision International M206 caliber 38 special revolver. Made in the Philippines. Let's see what I got here. What the hell is this? Oh, extra receipt. Alright, check this out. This gun was supposed to cost $199, and it came out to $254 because of all the damn fees. Now, do you guys in other states, do you guys get all these fees? Check this out. DOJ draws fee $19, DOJ safety fee $1, DOJ EQ fee $5, Turner handling fee $5, DAC Tech cable lock DOJ $5.99. Where the hell's my cable lock at? I think I already threw the damn thing away. But every time I buy a gun, they sell me a cable lock. I'm like, I already have a bunch of locks, and they're like, it's by law we have to sell you one. Son of a bitch, whatever. Oh, here's my gun in a freaking plastic bag. That's nice. Let me go ahead and there's some residue on this, oil residue. Let me wipe it off real fast. Get some of this off. There it is right there. Armscor M206 38 special revolver. So basically what I expected. Small gun. It's not the most ergonomic thing in the world. The handle's pretty puny, but I wasn't expecting an ergonomic gun because it is a snub nose, very small gun. I mean, I don't know how many ounces the thing weighs, but it's light. I mean, you know, I could carry it. So I'm sure you could conceal carry this thing if you want to. But I'm no gun snob, but right off the bat I noticed the finish isn't the best in the world, but you know, I wasn't expecting a Beretta or anything. It's a cheap gun, so I wasn't expecting like a Beretta. See, you guys can't have such high expectations for everything. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Here's a manual, Armscor M200, freaking wrong gun. Oh, never mind, there it is. M206. They can't even make a separate manual for this gun. But it's a revolver, so nothing complex. I sure hope not. But all kinds of paperwork. I think this thing has a lifetime warranty. I have to check in on that later. inspection certificate with the spent shell casings. Let's see what we got here. Assembled by Alona, cited by Marco, inspected by Eddie, date inspected 3/16/2010, and packed by Raleigh right there. So thank you guys, whoever the hell you guys are, for taking care of my gun. Keep up the great work. But yeah, my good friend here on YouTube, Guns and Gear, check out his channel if you haven't already. Awesome channel, man. This guy has a badass collection. He made a badass zombie apocalypse movie. Like, it's such a treat when someone has a badass collection and they have, you know, the sense of humor to make a video like that. It's such awesomeness. But yeah, I was watching his video, 38 special for defense. Learn to use what you already have. He made up a great point. Like, most people these days, they want like the whiz-bang, new, tactical type stuff. But you know what, man? I love revolvers. I love revolvers a lot. Here's my 357 Magnum, Police Service 6. Just for a size comparison, see, the Snub Nose is a small gun compared to this one. I mean, this one, I like how this one fits. And honestly, this one's not as bad as I thought it would fit in my hand. It's not that bad. There you have it. The reason why, you know, I like revolvers is because of video games. The first Resident Evil came out in 1996, and there was a 357 Magnum in it. And it's a very powerful gun in that game. Later on, there was a 44 Magnum in the other Resident Evil games. Then, the newest one, there's a S&W 500. So, as much as people want the new whiz-bang new stuff, I think there's still an appreciation for revolvers because of games like Resident Evil for the gamers who happen to also like guns. I hope to add a S&W 500 to my collection one day, so I'll have 3 revolvers. If I end up leaving California, I'll add a Taurus Judge to that lineup too, so 4 revolvers. So here are my revolvers. Very happy I have another revolver in my collection. Interesting story about this gun. So there's a Guns and Gears 38 special video sub to this guy. I'm gonna leave an annotation. But the store where I bought this gun, called Turner's, every week they put an ad and they show the guns they have for sale. And back in the summer, they would always advertise this gun for $225. So I talked to my dad. My dad, he's like, you know, he was born in the Philippines. He is proud of his heritage. So I asked my dad, hey Dad, have you heard of Armscor? And he said, what's that? And I said, it's a gun company in the Philippines. And he said, never heard of them. I said, what do you think? Like, would you buy a gun from them? He said, no. I'm like, why? He said, because I'd rather have brand name like Beretta, which he has a 92 FS, or Glock 37. He picked the wrong Glock, but you know, he has a Beretta and a Glock, and he's gonna get a Bushmaster AR eventually. That's what he says anyway. So yeah, my dad, I mean, born and raised in the Philippines, proud of it. I mean, this guy, man, when Manny Pacquiao, here's a boxing reference, was gonna fight Antonio Margarito, my dad says, hey, how do I email Manny Pacquiao? I need to tell him Antonio Margarito's too big for him and he shouldn't fight him. I'm worried about him. I'm like, Dad, you know, my dad's not very tech savvy. So I said, Dad, it doesn't work that way, man. You just don't email guys like that. This guy gets 20 million emails a day. He's not going to see your email. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is my dad he's like so proud of his culture, and he didn't want an Armscor gun. He never fired it, never heard of it, but he told me he wouldn't buy one. So you know what, in my head I'm like, okay, if my dad doesn't want one, then they must suck. So, you know, I stopped caring. So, and then I eventually stopped seeing Armscor ads in these in these Turner advertisements. But then about a month ago, I was reading the shotgun news and I saw it right there. Armscor M206. So this gun was kind of following me around. So what I did was, I went on Turner's, right? And on Turner's you could you could look at their closeouts. So I looked at their little closeout section. The discontinued gun sales. Fucking load, dude. Freaking taking forever. Okay, let me zoom this in real fast. I think I zoomed in too much. Okay, see, there it is right there. Armscor M206, retail $250. They had it on sale for $199. I think it's $189 here on Shotgun Use because that's the dealer price. But they had it marked down for $200 because the gun has been discontinued. So I call them up and say, hey guys, could you hold one for me? And I believe I got the last one. That's what the store clerk said. He had to call a couple stores to see who had it left. None left in his inventory. I ended up buying this because instead of listening to my dad, I did my own research. Armscor, there's not many guns on YouTube, like Armscor brand guns. But I looked up the forums and people have nice things to say about Armscor. They said the customer service is excellent. They love their Armscor guns, and I wanted to give it a shot because I love revolvers. This gun was priced very cheaply. So, you know, if anything, this gun was a curiosity, is a curiosity to me. I want to try it out a lot, and I want to own more guns, and this is a cheap way to get another gun. Maybe I'm going to become a gun hoarder. But there's not many Armscor guns here on YouTube. So I'm going to fire this hopefully next week. My good buddy here on YouTube, Sailing Manuel, is having an Oreo cookie challenge, and I'm going to break in this gun on his Oreo cookie challenge. So I hope I could get out next week and do a real review of this gun. Since there's not many Armscor reviews on YouTube, you know, I'll go ahead and review this gun once I fire it. I don't review guns without shooting them like some people here on YouTube, and they claim to be professional. Anyway guys, that's my new gun. Kick ass and be safe out there, everyone.